Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Raul.
And it's Mike.
And we'd like to welcome you back to the AO podcast, and this is episode 55. Now, before we get into anything, as always, make sure you follow us on all our socials. Link for all that stuff is down in the description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you describe. Fuck.
See, this is why you should let me do it, because you immediately screwed that up. Like, goddamn.
Make sure you comment and describe.
I think that's like one of your quickest fucking fails in the intro so far.
Yeah, no problem.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And so before we get into it, because if you guys remember on the last episode, we talked about how since we were pretty busy this month with new albums and stuff that kept dropping, we never got around to doing the album of the month for it was July, right?
Yes.
July
and August.
Yeah, and since we didn't get around to the album for July, we're gonna be doing the albums for July and August in this video. And we have some pretty interesting albums. If you guys remember from the last episode when we did the album wheel, we are gonna be reviewing Millie's Heavyweight album, and then Lil Wayne's I Am Not a Human Being.
Yeah.
So that should be super fun once we get into it. But before we get into that,
you got some things to discuss.
Yeah.
What do you want to discuss? By the way, we're super fucking faded, as you can't tell by my instant fuck up at the beginning of the video.
So for those of you,
let's talk about that, because that shit hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for those of you who have seen
instantly,
have been watching for a while, then you
we
know
get
by
high.
Now that,
we turn on the camera and pray, and we get high.
Pray?
Yeah, our Father, just to say all that, because we know we're about to say something.
I prayed once before I got high. Like the only time I've ever prayed, I think, is when I took too much edibles. That's the one time where oh fuck, I'm barely hanging on.
Oh yeah, that's when you saw God and was you talked to him, you negotiated.
And I saw God, and I just hear King of the Hill in the background.
Raul.
Was that supposed to be
Hank Hill as God? He was like,
there is an episode where that is the case.
Oh, I bet they go everywhere. But we got high on fucking dabs. But I'm pretty sure you did all this when you were watching the new season of King of the Hill.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to talk about. But no, so wait, did we even say?
We're getting high on fucking dabs.
No, but I don't think we mentioned that.
So, okay, well, if we did, just say it again.
So I was gonna say, because usually when you see us smoke on the podcast, for the most part, it's been weed. If it's not weed, I think we did edibles once.
Yeah.
And it was very apparent in that episode, I think, when it hit us, because you could just tell.
I gotta find out which episode is that.
Yeah,
do you
I think
remember?
it was the one when we were recording in my living room, the second living room.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro, I look like a fucking giant circle.
You said you look like a fucking blueberry or something. But it was that, and then if it's not weed, it's usually pens. But recently, I bought a dab vaporizer, and so I really wanted to try it out because I got it I think 2 days ago, and I haven't used it yet. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's try it out." When
this shit is weirdly shaped.
Yeah, but it's a pretty small device, but it comes with a little bubbler attachment.
This is it. Look, zoom in and think of where we would put that. Comment below. Let me know. But anyways, that's what we smoke.
Shut up. Why are you making this weird?
Well, I'm not making it weird. I'm just off the dab, bro. This is what we fucking hit. But bro, I'm fucking.
Yeah, I can tell you're fucked up, dude. It's very apparent. But no, so it's a very small device, and it has a bubbler attachment. So we took some rips right before we started recording. So that's why now you're getting this.
Yeah, no. So it's
doing his fucking ASMR into the fucking microphone.
Yes, I'm doing. But that's not what I want to do.
No,
what we want to do is talk.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. Did you take dabs watching King of the Hill or no?
No. Fool, I just told you this is the first time I used it.
Oh, this is your first time? I see.
See? You literally did not pay attention to anything I just fucking said. I literally fucking specifically...
I'm trying my hardest. You're saying words. I'm trying to put them together.
God damn, so it really did hit for me.
No, yeah. I took a lesser setting.
Yeah, because I started off on like a little bit hotter temperature when I took my first hit.
I don't do
but
these.
But then I lowered it for Mike. And so, but no, yeah, it's still hitting though.
Yeah, no.
But no, so anyways,
King of the Hill.
The new King of the Hill season just dropped on Monday, and I was super fucking excited because if you heard like the previous couple episodes, I mentioned about how like I've been super excited ever since the revival was announced. And I was super curious how they were going to do it because, for those of you who don't know, in the revival, it's actually going to be aging up the characters. So, like, Bobby's going to be an adult now and all that stuff.
They don't usually do that.
Yeah.
They don't usually age up the characters. So that's very unique, a unique approach for especially King of the Hill.
And so I was also, I was also curious to see how they were going to apply, like, today's world within that show, because if any of you have seen the original series, then you would remember that it's heavily based. It's like a little bit more grounded in reality, like when it comes to animated shows, and so like they play off like kind of real world like scenarios and subjects, and so I really like it because like Hank Hill is like this like typical like conservative dude who's like all American. So you would figure that he would like, for like lack of a better term, you would figure like nowadays he would be like a MAGA hatter. But the way that the show is able to approach him in a way where like especially like with his son, like how he introduces him to like new ideas,
making the barbecue Japanese food.
Yeah. Like it's basically like how he's able to like show him new ideas and like make him like open up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the like key factors of the show. So I was like curious to see how they want to keep that going, especially with now Bobby being an adult and not a kid.
Yeah.
And
King of the Hill, and I'm not like as big as a fan as you, but like I've seen many episodes of King of the Hill, so a lot of them out of order, but I've still seen them, and they're really funny. And how, and yeah, he is a very conservative dude who grew up on like where like you grew up on America being the greatest, and then going into a war, especially like when it came out, like late '90s, early 2000s, that. So that show,
war hero.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the fucking my god, his dad. Oh my
his dad was my favorite fucking character. You're like, I killed city men.
No, so I think King of the Hill just Mike Judge approaches it in very.
I think one of my favorite parts. It doesn't have
quirky way.
It doesn't involve him directly, but it's like about him, because it's this episode where he like gets depressed because he like starts feeling bad for like what he did in the war. And so his new wife, who's like much younger than him, like she comes up to Hank and she's like, Hank, you like Cotton needs your help, like, because he's depressed. So he's like she's like, yeah, like, so maybe you two could do something together. And she's like, nothing gay though. And then he's like, and then Hank's like, I don't know, like, he's gonna want to go to a gentleman's club, and he always pays the girls to put their whatnots on my head.
Their what?
Yeah, so that's the shit that,
like just like the way he says these words, like instead of titties, it's whatnots.
Yeah,
like it's the tiny, quirky, funny shit like that. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about this new season. Actually,
I was one of the things that I didn't intend with the new series is that I inadvertently actually got my sister hooked onto King of the Hill. So like now she's like legit going, like she's starting from the beginning, and I believe right now she's like somewhere in season 2. But yeah, so because she decided she wanted to like go back and watch it from the beginning, so she's currently doing that. And then because I binge watched the whole season when it dropped, like the night before.
And you watch this show constantly.
Yeah, like that's like it's one of my comfort shows for sure.
Yeah.
But then so I binge watched it that night, and then but the following Monday, like when it actually did drop, I remember it was like I think it was like around 10 or 9. And my nephew like came to my room and was like, "Hey, like, me, Brenda, and Axel are gonna like watch we're gonna watch the new season of King of the Hill. Do you want to watch it with us?" And like I had already seen it, but I was like, you know what? I'm down to rewatch it though. So we ended up being able to watch like the first 2 episodes, I think. And then after that, we like all just went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But so I haven't watched the whole season already. My honest opinion about it is, while I will say there were some changes that are kind of noticeable,
Mm-hmm.
and there's something that one of my major things is that I don't know if they're gonna do it in like a next season, but so one of the two like main characters like that became prominent like later on in the show were Lucky and Luann, who were of course voiced by Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty, who have both unfortunately passed away since the show's original run. So it was kind of like a big question as to what they were going to do with their characters and how they were going to address it. But I was kind of disappointed that like there wasn't basically any mention of them in this season. So I'm hoping that in the next season, that they like do address that because they were like pretty prominent characters.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, and aside from like getting used to some of the new voice acting, because another unfortunate thing is, the guy who does the voice of Dale Gribble, Johnny Hardwick, he unfortunately passed away. I think I don't know. I can't remember.
It was after the voice acting production wrapped, or maybe right
because he
before.
did. Well, I know. I think it was like during it because he was only able to record like a few episodes before he passed. But I think I can't remember. I think it might have been last year when this happened or early this year. But he unfortunately passed away. And then another unfortunate loss that we actually had earlier this year was Jonathan Joss.
Yes.
Which that was another unfortunate who he did the voice of John Redcorn. Um, so, and then also, speaking of like different voice actors, they did get new voice actors for the Joseph character and for Khan. And in my honest opinion, now the Khan one was kind of obvious. It was just because, for those of you who don't know, in the original series, he was voiced by a white guy. So in this new one, he's voiced by I can't remember his name, but I believe he's an Asian actor or writer. I think I think he might have been a writer on SNL. But he's doing the voice of Khan now. And I think his not that it was bad, but I think his voice was the one that I could tell the most that was different. And then for Johnny Hardwick, I believe he voices from the first episode all the way to the sixth, but then to the seventh to the 10th, it's the Toby Huss guy who's taking over. And so that was also a noticeable change. Like even with Johnny Hardwick, like you can just tell that he sounded older. But overall, I thought the series was pretty solid. Like for a first season back.
For a comeback too.
Yeah. So I am curious to see like where they'll take the show in like further seasons. But yeah, really solid first season.
And also Beavis and Butthead
is coming out. Beavis and Butthead's coming back in September.
Coming back too, so I'm very
so that should be super dope.
Excited.
Because I was also a big fan of that revival.
That was hilarious.
That they did.
And then also the movie.
Oh yeah, do the you freaking
do the bro that vomit scene that had me fucking. That was like probably the most you were shocked by me laughing.
No, yeah,
but like that. That gross shit makes me laugh a lot.
But like I legit didn't think I didn't think you thought it was like that funny.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like because they were just beeping around, flying it to the other dude started vomiting.
When fucking Beavis does the circle shit.
I know. That shit is hilarious.
When he fucking falls in love with Siri.
I know, that's like the most what's his name? Fucking Beavis thing to do. That's yeah.
But no, yeah. So very excited for like new seasons. But speaking of King of the Hill, which was on Hulu and Disney Plus, Disney is fucking out here.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, let's buy your fucking company," like, and then years later,
money moves,
fucking destroy it. You know.
It was just recently announced that next year, all of Hulu's content is essentially going to be integrated into the Disney Plus app, and the Hulu app will then permanently shut down. So it's literally like essentially Disney Plus is going to become Hulu. And not only that, another major fucking move by Disney, or not by Disney directly, but by one of their companies, ESPN. Um, it was recently announced that they have struck a deal with the WWE to bring their premium live events that which are currently streaming on Peacock. But next year they will be exclusive to ESPN.
Mm.
Um,
Also owned by Disney, right?
yeah, so major fucking deal. I think it was like worth a 1 point something billion. And I believe the deal is for like 5 years.
At least they're spending on that instead of what Paramount's doing, spending $1.5 billion and then getting called "go fuck yourself" by the people they paid $1.5 billion.
But I was gonna say fucking WWE, like fucking, because I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to get it like a little bit more mainstream and established than it already is. Because obviously, like ESPN is like a reputable like sports network. Mm-hmm. So like if they start filtering their content through there, like they're gonna get more legit. Mm. But it kind of sucks because I mentioned earlier, their premium live events are currently being streamed on Peacock. So because I believe they currently own the rights to it.
Yes.
And Peacock is only like I think like $5 a month, like to be to have a subscription.
Yeah,
and you
it's pretty cheap because it's failing a little bit, so it's a little cheap. And
wait, it's failing?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not that popular, even though it has like great content
too.
Yeah, it has great. Oh, that is true.
Yeah, it had live
the sports are a major thing.
They also live stream like all the WWE events, right? Mm-hmm. And
that'll be taking away like the viewership of that.
I was gonna say. The thing that sucks is that from it leaving Peacock and going to ESPN, well, it's automatically for one, I'm gonna have to get a new fucking subscription, and then two, it's gonna be more expensive because that subscription to like get the WWE events for ESPN is gonna cost $30 a month.
Yeah, no, that's a big price jump.
Yeah,
too.
So that's kind of one of the things where like, oh, you like fucking WWE greedy fucking.
And I don't think it's even like you get Disney Plus and you're watching. No, you have to get Disney Plus and you have to pay a few more dollars to get the ESPN app too.
Yeah.
So it's just like goddamn.
Yeah, so it's just like fuck, like WWE fucking greedy bastards. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm not sure, dude. Like, I think maybe next year I might not, cause like. Don't get me wrong, like I really do enjoy watching like the pay-per-views and stuff, but like having to pay $30, especially for like I don't think I would be using like the ESPN app for much else.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just don't think it's really worth it.
That was really great. That's what's really great about like Peacock too. Is like
it has like other
movies
stuff.
And like all of that
has,
with
like,
the wrestling and stuff.
But like
yeah.
ESPN is just like obviously mainly sports stuff, and like I'm not. Like
you're not always gonna want to watch sports stuff.
Yeah,
that's not like
Yeah, so going and also too like you said, like going from $5 to $30, that's a big jump. That might. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on like whether or not I'm even gonna watch like their PLEs next month or next year. Mm-hmm. So stay tuned for that. But
yeah, Disney just keeping fucking shit up,
chugging along, dude.
Just like oh, this is successful. Fuck that. Like I don't want that. Because they're fucking greedy fucks. Fuck it, Disney. But
still crazy to me. Like, I still remember when they fucking bought Fox a few years ago.
I remember when they fucking bought Pixar and fucking Marvel. I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna do with that? And look at it now. Everyone's like tired of that shit.
Not gonna lie, I was way older than I should have been when I realized that Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks were all different companies.
Yeah.
Because back when I was a kid and I would see that shit like come on like
it's like, oh, these are all the same people working on the same movies. No, they all hate each other. Like DreamWorks animation was made because Disney was like, we don't want to make these movies.
Bro, you know what's still wild to me?
Everything art involves drama. Like everything art comes from pettiness.
You know what's my favorite like Disney fact of all time?
What?
How fucking Steve Jobs was involved with the first Toy Story.
Yeah, because like he was the one that like helped fund Pixar and like the technology, like that was Apple technology. Pixar, like within those first 15, 20 years that Pixar was up. You know, it's like that's also a crazy weird fact because Steve Jobs is involved with one of the most groundbreaking movies of all time because of its fucking 3D shit. And that first Toy Story, man, that shit is still fucking one of the cleanest screenplays to ever be written.
But that like Toy Story is one of those franchises where I actually remember watching the second one before I watched the first one because the second one is like a lot more memorable to me than like the first one. Like I genuinely like I remember the first time that I watched it as a kid, I genuinely thought that the second movie was like the first one. Like I didn't even know there was a first one.
Yeah. You know, sometimes shit happens like that. Despite there's a number 2 there, you don't know where the one was.
I thought maybe it was like 2 discs or something.
two discs? That's the excuse you're going with. All right, I accept it. How about that? I accept it. Okay. Because it's true. You know, because especially as you don't notice that type of shit when you're a kid. You know, I think when I was really young, I thought the world started in the year 2000. What? So it was just like the world started at the year 2000.
Wait, you used to think that the world
at like 4 or 5 years old, I was like, yeah, like that makes sense.
You do,
and that makes sense. And
then you realize your fucking parents would have been probably like the same age. I
know I was 5 years fucking old, bitch. And same excuse as you have, fucker. I was like, oh, what are the numbers before? That I learned that quick. There was numbers before 2000. Yeah, funny. It's really funny. I don't know how I thought that. I don't know why that was in my head. So yeah, that's what I used to think as a wee lad. But like, Toy Story though, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing. How do we transition from
well,
this
we're
to
not gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna bring it up because that shit is still funny. The fact that prior to recording, you jokingly suggested that we should talk about we should discuss the origins of the word torta.
Yeah,
like.
As used as the slang. Used as the slang.
Yeah, because you were asking me if it was like a thing like prior to because obviously like nowadays it's kind of like become popular. Yeah, it's a popular saying. Mm-hmm. So you were asking me if it was like an actual term that like Mexicans used. And
it's because I've never heard, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of Spanish speakers and shit, because my family's a bunch of Mexicans, you know, and they're speaking Spanish all the time, and I've never heard that, and we're around Mexicans all the fucking time, because that's what fucking we are, so it's just like, we've heard Spanish a long time, but it wasn't until like recently, like the last few months, or like the last year, that I really started picking up.
You've also never been to Mexico.
Yeah, true. That's true.
So that's why, I was like thinking. I was thinking in my head. I was like, well, because obviously it's become popular here, but I was thinking about it in the sense like, have I ever heard it in that context in Mexico? And I don't think I have. So I think that might have been something that was started here, and like. I honestly don't know if it was a thing like prior to like becoming a thing now.
Yeah. So and it's like a crazy it's like a crazy word. First of all, it's the Spanish hits so hard.
Like the fucking term, bro. The term torta pounder.
Yeah.
Is like people, man.
TikTok is really like. I saw a tweet is like TikTok has made sentences I've never thought I would like see in my life.
Like that's a term that
he's like when you're piping down that torta shite and it's like it's fucking but like and then she queef but like she be eating Takis and fucking drinking Coronas and then she queef. And it's all written like letters and numbers and shit. So I was like, is that an E or is that a fucking 4? Like, is that like a fucking? And then she queefs, and then all the acid squirt goes into your face, and I'm like, what the fuck is this TikTok? What is this? And you know, we've been through some like brain rotting shit. We've been through Vine. We've been through. I'm not gonna lie. Musical.ly.
I have the TikTok app on my phone, and I rarely use it.
You only use it for the AO podcast.
Well,
shit,
no,
right?
because I have a separate TikTok on my iPad for that.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a personal TikTok account like on my phone, but I barely fucking use it.
Yeah, same. people are like, why didn't you see the TikTok I sent? Where is it on? TikTok. Well, I'm not on fucking TikTok. I made that profile once, and it's just like I've never even used it. But like those, I see them on the Twitters when they get there, and it's like these descriptions are fucking crazy, and like that, a lot of these descriptions involve the word torta and shit. I'm just like, that is, that's I just think it's a crazy ass word too, like a crazy ass slang, crazy ass context, because it's pretty. It is misogynist, but even though the word's funny to say, it is like misogynistic as fuck. It's misogynistic as fuck.
Fucking food. Yeah,
torta's a fucking like the food. Like when you get a real good, when you get a really good one, oh my god! But like to turn it into something kind of hateful is pretty
it makes sense though with this generation.
It makes sense. It's just a generation of hate and anti-intelligence. This is what the era of Elon and Trump and shit. Like it's crazy.
There will be no teachers.
This is like the 50s. I feel like this is what the 50s felt for, like with the blacklist shit and the communist shit and the conspiracy shit. You can trust no one and shit. Like, man, but here I feel like I know who to trust. So yeah, unless this podcast disappears, man.
Oh, you're stupid. So fucking stupid.
Just like this whole thing was like, I'm not even going. You know what?
Bro,
Let's stop that. Let's stop that.
Let's stop that. I was gonna say, dude, you know what'd be fucking wild? Imagine the future, like if there legit was like no more like teachers and like classes were just taught by like AI and shit.
Hey, listen, people are graduating universities just through ChatGPT and shit. Like it's kind of like the doctors that I'm not gonna trust any doctor in the fucking field. I'm gonna be like the fucking boomer that doesn't trust shit.
He's like doing surgery, like fuck. There's no Wi-Fi.
He's like fuck. How am I supposed to? He's like, I need to watch the show while I'm doing my job. I need to put on White Lotus and do fucking testicle surgery or something. Gotta remove one.
But no,
that
would be a wild future.
No, I think that future is happening in one way or another, because the shit we're seeing,
I fucking wish I had ChatGPT when I was younger.
Yeah, no, you still would have failed three times.
I squeaked by them.
Yeah, you somehow graduate. I don't fucking. You had a free period too.
I had two.
Yeah, I'm like, how'd you do that? What the fuck?
I fucking found a loophole somehow, dude.
It was like you went through it accidentally.
Like I fucking, because I remember too, because I used to have because the first free period that I had senior year was in the morning, because I would go to the fucking daycare center we had. I used to go there and like help out there. But I got lucky because I can't remember. I don't think I've ever told this story on the podcast, or if I have, it's been a long time. But one of my free periods senior year of high school was like helping out in our fucking high school's daycare center, and yes. That's how good our high school was.
I had a daycare center.
Yeah, so...
and the fact that they were like, yeah, you should... He's like, you have this? Like, was it your choice, or was it the counselor's choice to be like, you go over there and help?
It was actually my choice.
It was your choice? What was the other option?
Okay, because... I
actually don't know.
Don't fucking... Listen, it was senior year. Like, I'm just trying to graduate and get the fuck out of there. Like, I'm not actually trying to do any work like my senior year. So one of the options was like auto shop, and like fuck that.
You don't want to work on the cars and shit.
And so I can't remember what the other ones were, but one of them was the daycare, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, because I was like, that doesn't sound. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, oh fuck, because I'm like, am I gonna have to work with kids?
Yeah.
So I was kind of nervous about that, like when I initially signed up. But luckily, when I got there, it's actually like a 2-room class. And the main room is like the office where like the teachers that are in charge of it, like where they like hang out. And then the next room is the baby room where they have like all the kids where you watch them and stuff. And so when I first got there, they're like, all right, you have a choice. Like you can either choose to watch the kids in the daycare center, or you can like help out around here in the office, like obviously like the fucking office.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, like it was. I mainly used it as a kind of like a study hall to like do my homework.
Yeah.
Because I rarely ever had to do shit. Like if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like occasionally I would have to like staple some papers, but that's like about it.
He's like, yeah, you'll do some work, and you're just like,
yeah.
alright, your hour is done. That's the dream, but like you used it to study and get the homework done.
Yeah, and so, but the funny part is like since I was in a daycare center, I got to fucking know like all the fucking like pregnant teens. Because they would like come in for like meetings and stuff, and I would be there, so I would like overhear it.
Yeah.
And so I knew like all the girls that either had a kid or were pregnant. But the funniest part, bro, I can't remember how this came up, but they were having like one of their meetings, and I had mentioned.
And I bet those like I can't imagine like what they were going through. So I bet they were like the conversations were like a little crazy.
Yeah, it was like I was just trying to do like my math homework.
I was just like the most traumatic shit. I'm like, oh my fucking god, and like you fucking trying to do like fucking what was the math you were doing?
Math. Like
just well, like what does like geometry or like pre-algebra?
I think I did algebra like 3 times.
Oh yeah, that's like the very first one.
But fuck you, trying to fucking shade me and shit.
Yeah, but go on.
But no, so I can't remember how this came up, but I had mentioned how like my 18th birthday like was coming up to them, right? And one of the fucking girls that was there was like talking about how like I had to go to a strip club. So that's like the one thing that I remember that was funny about that. Like I just had like all these pregnant teens like telling me that I should
go. He's like, yeah. He's like, just go. He's like, this is. He's like, you're about that life now, and you've definitely gone through a few strip clubs within that like 18 to 20.
No, the funny part is like 22. The year, that year I actually did end up going to my first strip club.
And you were like, oh shit, they just manifested your strip club journey for you.
It was all downhill.
They were like,
once I got a taste,
they were like, oh man, he's like, gotta buy some big titty mangas now. Which is now the journey you're going on.
Bro, I only bought one book.
I was gonna ask, have you bought any other ones?
No. Like that's the only one that I bought and like read so far.
Was it a good story?
No.
Can I hear your quick review?
It's basically I don't know how to describe it. It's about this dude who's like normal sized, but he goes to like I guess this university of giant females. So, like, it's about how he's, like, the coach for, like, their volleyball team. and he's, like, also the dorm manager or whatever. And so...
The manager, too?
He's just, like, hooking up with all of them. That's, like, basically what
That's the story? Doesn't have no arcs, no anything?
No.
How does it end?
With him fucking.
So it always involves just him fucking. Like there's no subversions. There's no like twist and turn.
It's definitely like not story rich. Like that's not what you're buying it for.
No, okay, yeah, that is true.
I mean, Rob might say otherwise. He might find the story.
We did walk in on him watching a story involving big fucking hooters.
Oh, I just saw like I remember when I walked in that day, all I saw was like an big ass animated ass like on the screen.
Yeah, and like the plot involves like the tits and ass and them like being out and stuff. That was
that was fucking funny.
That was really fun. We saw Hereditary. What a transition!
Yeah, what a transition!
What a transition from
that. Hereditary.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You're fucking. How you got so mad at Rob for his fucking critique?
Because his critique, like George's critique was kind of stupid because he's like, what if she turned left instead of right? I'm just like, you're criticizing movies that for things that didn't happen in the fuck. It's like, what if you were black? What if Rob was skinny? Like, what if, like, are these criticisms now that I'm gonna fucking...
You know what? You trying to about me calling out our friends? You just fucking threw a fucking sub at Rob,
fucking. I love Rob. You know, he's fucking. I think he looks like great. Like, and I keep telling him, fucking the ladies love something to fucking lay with. You know, so like it's just that's it. You know, I know a lot of women who would like prefer more fatter guys than like the fucking ripped guy or like the skinny twink, because the skinny one you're laying on a pile of sticks basically. You know, it's just like you feel like all the bones and shit right there. You know, no, fuck that. No,
I think
fuck
it's
that.
time to get to the album. I feel like I don't even remember how we got to this, how we got to this point. I can't remember what's the last like actual topic we talked about. Like, did we end up going from south? Like, what the fuck were we talking about before this? So yeah, let's get to the album.
Let's get to the album reviews. My imagination is running and it can't stop. I went to my notes instead of Spotify. Oh man.
Do you want to start off with the Millie album?
Yeah, for sure. Let's start off with Heavyweight.
All right.
I was about to go off, but like.
All right, wait. So we're gonna be reviewing an album by an artist by the name of Millie called Heavyweight. It just recently dropped, and I was actually super curious about this because if you guys saw on the previous episodes, I actually had one of her songs, Menace, which was one of the singles off the album.
Mm-hmm. And you're the one that put this in the wheel too, right?
Yeah, and I put this on my recommended because I really enjoyed that song.
Mm-hmm.
But I also found it very interesting because, quick story, the way I found out about Millie is she was on a radio station out here, one of the local radio stations out here, and I came across a reel where it's like her and she has headphones on and she's listening to a mix that the DJ made of like some of her songs, and it's like a mashup, and she's like just kind of vibing out to it, and so that's how I originally came across her, and then I like assuming by the mashup and the songs that I was hearing, I was like, oh, like she sounds like she has like that K-pop / like EDM house music type of sound to her.
Yeah.
So I think that's like what she does. So that's why when I heard Menace, and Menace is like more like a slowed down like R&B type of song, and she's like actually singing on it. I was like, oh, like she can actually do like
like she's very versatile.
Yeah,
with
she's
her
like she has
approach.
She had like very versatile style.
Yeah.
So I was very curious about this album, so that's why I ended up putting it on the wheel.
Yes.
So we checked it out, and after checking it out, what I will say about it is that I want to say for like the first couple tracks, aside from Armstrong, which is the third track, like I fucking love that track. But when it started off with the first two, I was actually low-key kind of worried because the first three tracks actually feature like that kind of EDM house like type of sound. It's like more like fast-paced. And so I was a little bit worried because I was like, I really hope that that's not like all this album is, because one of the main reasons why I really liked her was because of her versatility. So I was like, I don't want this whole album to just be this, you know?
To have the same sound like that.
Yeah, and then but when we got to, I want to say it was, I was a little disappointed in No Heaven, because that track is, I believe, only like 54 seconds.
Yeah, and it's like an interlude.
Yeah, and so I was very, like, I was very disappointed because we had just come off like the first kind of, like, top half of it being very, like, EDM and house music inspired. And I was very curious to see where they were going to go with, or where she was going to go with No Heaven. But when I saw that it was, like, only, like, essentially, like, an interlude, I was like, oh, that's really disappointing. But then when we get to Blues Blurry, that's when I was like, all right, this is what I was, a little bit more what I was expecting. Because that song, you can tell has, like, a very rock, like a heavy rock inspired sound to it.
Yeah.
And she sounds
I actually really like the song before that. Hell yes.
Yeah.
I think that song actually I like the drill sound in that song, and I think Yeah, I actually really like that. Hell yes, too. Let's not forget that one. But like
Yeah,
Bluesberry is like a very good sounding. Like I
yeah.
think the production of that is pretty well done.
And then of course then we have Menace, which I already love.
Hmm.
And then so I like the drink in it. I thought that was dope.
Hmm.
Um, and then the final track, HP, was that, which ironically is actually the longest track on the album.
Hmm.
Um, I kind of have mixed feelings about that one. I'm not sure how I felt about that one, but so what I will say overall for this album, in my opinion, like I said, this is the first album that I'm checking out from Millie,
Hmm.
and I will say that I do think that there is potential here, and like I'm more so curious to see like how she's able to like expand like her sound and like do different genres.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like I'm even though it's not necessarily bad. I'm not the biggest fan of like that kind of like K-pop like slash EDM
Hmm.
house music type of sound. Like it's very like rare that like I'll actually find songs in that genre
Very.
that I really
It's like
like.
ravey and like
Yeah,
clubby.
yeah, and that's not like my type of sound.
Yeah.
So I'm more so curious to see her do like things kind of like Menace and Blues Blurry,
Hmm.
like where she does like experiment with different sounds because I think that's when she's like at her best in my personal opinion.
Hmm.
But like I said, a pretty solid first album from her in my opinion. If I had to rate it, I would give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and this is where I come in to talk about. I actually because you put on the wheel. I did not know who she is. She is a Thai rapper and artist. She's actually one of the first, if not the first, Thai artist to perform at Coachella and all that stuff
Oh yeah, she
recently.
also like she's fucking talented, bro. I
Yeah.
remember I googled her like when I first found out about her, and apparently she speaks like a bunch of different languages,
Oh
and she
yeah.
can rap in a bunch of different
Yeah,
languages.
no, that's what like really impressed me because I think if you could if you
Bro, like because just speaking
just rapping in another
speaking two
language, yeah.
languages is already hard enough.
Yeah.
Like fucking imagine rapping and like being able to rap in two
No.
languages or like
Takes like
various languages.
major, especially languages different as Thai and and English, like
Yeah,
Spanish and English. Yeah, these it's
yeah,
still
like it's
hard.
kind
Yeah,
of yeah.
but like it's like a complete like switch on. Like yeah, no. So it's very impressive. I'm just gonna go through like you said. I think the first three tracks. I'm just like it has like that clubby drill sound too. Like it's not my type of rap either. Like I'm that what I don't like. I'm not a fan of hip hop that raps in to those type of beats that much either. But I will say, Peekaboo, her Peekaboo is like real. I thought that was a really like really catchy song, and I really actually like No Heaven and Hell Yes a lot. And my other favorite track is actually both Menace, and I really like HP a lot.
Yeah.
I really like those. In fact, my least favorite songs here are probably more of the both of the clubbier drill like sounds of it, and maybe like the hard rock influence, like the more the harder rock influence here. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it meshed as well as for my personal taste. But I think there's a lot. I think there is a lot of potential for here for Millie. And it is a short album. I think it's pretty. It can be replayable. It's just this type of music in general. It's just not for me. Like the sound, like despite how talented and versatile she is, just like the sound she goes for, it's not really my cup of tea. But I'm not gonna deny the talent displayed here. I do think, like you said, there's so many places she can go towards now. If she wants to stay in like the hip hop shit, she can. She wants to stay in like the club shit, she can. If she wants to go out with the rock shit, she can. So yeah, no, I think this is like a perfect pathway for her. I think it's still a solid body of work. I'll give it between a 6 or a 7. Not just not for me all the way, but I'm not gonna deny that it's like well crafted. A lot of it is well crafted and stuff.
Yeah, so shout out to Millie. If you guys haven't heard of her, make sure you check her out. She's
Mm-hmm.
pretty dope. And make sure you check out her album just to see, like, get your thoughts and opinions on it. But now moving on to an album that I genuinely did not realize I was gonna fucking love so much.
No, it's not only that, but we're gonna just go straight into it. We're talking about I'm not a human being. The first one. I think the last reaction, I think I misheard, and I think we're
I was. That's why I was texting you. I hope you didn't fucking listen to the wrong album.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, I think I misheard. So I was like, when you texted, I was like, oh, it's the first one. I actually haven't heard this one. I don't know how.
And this album came out in 2010.
2010. So it's just like when so it's like when Wayne was like at the top of the world, basically, like Drake and Nicki Minaj are coming up and stuff.
He was
getting into their peak and stuff. Yeah, so it's just like it's for me, before we even go to the tracks, it takes me back to that.
Yeah.
To the sound. The sound itself just takes me back to that era of music where everything was like very EDM sounding, very rave sounding production during like the 2010, 2011 to 2012 era. It's like everything sounded like fucking LMFAO and shit, and Black Eyed Peas. So it's just like
that LMFAO sound was insane. Like I remember that towards the tail end of middle school.
Mm-hmm. And like fucking just and I'm just gonna start the first song.
Wait, real quick. You know what's what's the only reason I really remember the Black Eyed Peas?
Why?
Do you remember that teacher we had? The summer before we went into high school. Remember how we took those summer classes?
Yes.
You remember one of the teachers? He used to always play that one Black Eyed Peas song.
No, I don't remember.
Really?
Actually, I don't remember.
I can't remember what the teacher's name was, but the sad part is I think he left right after that semester.
Yeah, he was a cool teacher too.
Yeah, he was really dope.
He was cool.
He let me eat all the time in there.
I know.
I remember one time one of the random side quests, but I remember one of the security guards got mad at me one time because he was talking and I was eating Cheetos really loud.
You were and you eat loud too.
So you know what I'll never forgive you for? When I was eating spaghetti and you're like, stop with that. All up in my fucking ears.
Yeah, I know. You sound like you were fucking slurping on fucking torta pull.
Wait, what?
It would sound like you're eating torta pull.
You're fucking stupid. No, okay, so let's get into the album.
But yeah, you were eating.
Speaking of eating torta pull, fucking the first track, Gonorrhea.
Oh no! You know what you just said?
What?
You fucking torta pull got gonorrhea.
I mean, you don't know some might.
It's somebody. That shit is fucking funny, but that was such a crazy. I can't believe it, but you know what? I can't believe some of these fucking bars that Lil Wayne.
This is you know what I think it is. This is my favorite version of Lil Wayne.
Just the funniest, stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard, and they're not because this year we got the Carter 6, and it's pretty infamously fucking panned and awful, and it had a lot of really shitty bars on there.
Yeah.
And this may not be top tier Wayne technically, but it's still a lot of these bars they do their purpose well, and it's fucking to make you laugh sometimes.
And it's literally only bars that Wayne can deliver and make it fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of early Childish Gambino was very influenced by this type of Wayne as well.
Oh yeah, what's that song?
But Gonorrhea fucking is crazy. He was shitting on him
called Campfire or something.
Campfire, yeah.
That song. It sounds very heavily Wayne inspired.
Yeah. No, it's very, very a bonfire.
Oh, bonfire.
Bonfire, yeah. Bonfire, yeah. No, that's what I was hearing while listening to this. I'm just like, man, Gambino just stole his old shit and made it even more corny, during that early era. But And Wayne was like I'm shitting on them 2 girls 1 cup. Was fucking be get in that bitch like a tampon, like just
Yeah, wean
out
this
of.
bitch like a. Once I heard wean this bitch like a tampon, I was like,
Oh my
this is the
god.
fucking Wayne that I was missing.
He's like we some assholes. Call us diarrhea. I'm like I don't want to call you. Why you when you think of yourself? Why do you think of fucking diarrhea? Like come on, but like he's spitting though, and Drake, bro, Drake.
Yeah, that's what I
Man,
was gonna say.
that's
Bro.
also a main thing.
Yeah,
too.
when I fucking heard Drake for the first time on this album, I was like, damn, bro, like it fucking takes you back to like when he actually used to fucking try.
Yeah, and he had a point to prove, and he already proved his point, but he wanted to make sure people were well aware of how much he made it, and it sounds really good. He's good at the punchlines, he's good at the delivery, and then later on with the song with you, that's also really good at crooning fucking Drake and shit. Like that, it matches the tone and the beat and the subject matter perfectly. And Wayne was spitting on that shit too. I forgot what bar it was like where Wayne was like, "I'll fucking rip my heart out and give it to you." Just to give it to you and stuff. I'm just like Wayne was actually spitting some punchlines, but
I think my favorite
yeah.
is I think it's on the track I'm Single. It's when fucking
I'm Single's actually kind of dog shit too.
when Lil Wayne's like she cut my dick off so she can take it with her.
Those bars, but hold up with you, I think are good. And I'm not a human being. It has it's a rock rap inspired thing. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought that rock style production worked for the song. It reminded me a lot of things Pharrell would do with Nerd and stuff. So and I thought he was spitting on that shit too. And oh my god, I should have written down the bars. I really should have. So yeah,
there's probably a lot.
There's a lot of here. There's a lot of bars in here.
There's one that I'm gonna say, but I have to
get to the song and stuff.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if I should just censor it or I should just say because it's gonna sound funny if I say
the certain word. Oh, I know what you're talking about with the special flow.
Yes, I don't know if I should say the R word or I should
just know that involves the R word, and the last punchline is special flow.
So no, it's basically
that's all they need to know. If they want to listen to it, they're gonna have to listen to it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to find a way around it.
Oh my god, we found it.
Basically, it's a fucking punchline where he's like, I go R worded in the booth. They say I got a special flow. That shit took me the fuck.
And it's one of the features.
Yeah, who said that? I think I want to say was it? It's because there's 2 Young Money tracks on there. What's the first one before Salute?
Before
I think it was on the first one.
Oh, it's a YM banger.
Yeah, I think it's on that one where they say that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Also, let me say on the second one, no, it was on the first one. The first one features Tyga, and let me just say,
fucking ass,
one of the
bro.
fucking worst Tyga verses I think I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Ass, oh my fucking
at
god.
some point he wasn't even ending the rhyme.
No, he wasn't even rhyming. He was just talking. I like What's Wrong with Them a lot. I think it does stay. It's all over what the fuck is that? I can't even think of the fucking analogy I want to use to fucking describe it. It stays a little too long, for its own good.
I want real quick. I want to say that Ain't Me featuring Jay Sean.
Yeah,
I thought that was actually a genuinely really fucking dope song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That Ain't Me is actually really good. Yeah, but I
can't remember.
I think this album's just a little too long.
I don't want to fuck it up if this is not the song, but I'm pretty sure this is a song where he I think he's talking about he's talking about his hometown because he's I think this is right after the hurricane or something when he released this album. But he's talking about he says something about how fuck, I can't remember the bar now, but
it's alright.
It was something addressing that, and it was something but prior to that, my city was a cesspool, it was like a kind of like a pool water scheme that he did, and it was fucking dope because like it correlated to like obviously the tragedy that happened. Mm-hmm. So it was really dope. It was a really dope track. And also speaking of that, I wonder whatever fucking happened to Jay Sean. Because I remember he was like super big.
He was
like
very
that
popular.
Time.
Yeah, that whole fucking crew was like actually like going to places, like that whole crew, and then they didn't. Like this fucking album, like I think it does. It's a little too long. It's a little too long. They're still going outside. It's still going down.
Oh my god! Wait, speaking real quick. Please tell me you saw the video of the Drake concert where somebody fucking
threw the toilet paper. Yeah, no, the shit's sold out though, but the toilet paper's still there. He's getting whipped. People paid $3,000 to $4,000
to fucking cell phone at it.
Yeah, no, that's it. A whole ass phone, bro. Can you throw cheap shit? Like, stop throwing fucking whole ass phones. Motherfuckers are too rich. Fuck y'all, and fuck Drake too. Fucking goddamn.
So overall,
but he's good. He's good in this. All the features he has here fucking kill it.
Overall,
he fucking kills
opinion, I think that this, I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
It's a fun listen.
I genuinely
it's a fun listen.
This like way more than I thought I was going to.
It's a really fun listen.
I'm super fucking
It's a throwback. It's such a throwback.
It's definitely an album that's gonna be in my rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give this I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8.5 out of 10.
That's crazy. I'm just going to give it a 7. I think it's a very fun listen, but I think it does drag on over time. And I think some of the production, hasn't aged that well. You could tell. This is from, like, the times that we're in.
Yeah, I have too much fun with this album.
Yeah, no, and I totally get it, because a lot of the songs here are fucking funny. A lot of the shit Lil Wayne says here are fucking funny, but I know he can do better. But I do know he has done
better though.
He has done a lot worse, especially like that last one. That's crazy. I'd rather have this than maybe this is a higher rating for me because I just the Carter 6 was very recent, and it's like it's pretty incredible how fucking actual dog shit that fucking album is.
Bro, they legit need to make a documentary on fucking Young Money's downfall.
No, not only just documentary on Young Money in general. Like that whole shit was like fucking like crazy.
They were fucking running the early 2010s.
That shit the late aughts and the early 2010s. Young Money was fucking going crazy. They were going fucking crazy. Yeah, but shout out to Wayne for making this album.
So
it's
I'm not
fucking
gonna lie, for both July and August, I think we did some pretty solid albums.
Yeah, so shout out to
shout out to Millie and to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, keep doing what y'all doing. Except you, Lil Wayne. Don't make another Carter 6. Please, for the love of God.
Apparently he just recently dropped all his like mixtapes on streaming.
Yeah, on Apple. I'm
Apple?
just like I might have to fucking like cancel the Spotify and go straight to Apple because like the Drought series. Oh my fucking god, fucking amazing shit.
Luckily,
Some of the best mixtapes ever
YouTube
are those.
music, so
yeah,
I can just get it.
Yeah, true. And then I guess we're gonna talk about.
So that's gonna be it for the album. So before we wrap it up with the recommendations, we decided to start a new segment.
I thought we were gonna do the movie.
What movie?
War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah, fucking. That's how. So for those of you who want to know what I thought about this fucking piece of shit, I completely forgot we were even gonna talk about it.
And we talked about it right before we fucking left the house.
Bro, dude, I genuinely did not want to talk about this movie.
Now, fuck you. You think you were gonna get away that quickly? You fucking piece of shit.
Okay, so the other day, this fucking bitch ass Michael, he like we're kind of debating on like if we should go see like a movie because originally you wanted to go watch the movie together.
Yeah. But you didn't want to.
But I was like more so like I was kind of. My pitch was I wanted to watch the new Superman movie just because like I personally never been like a huge Superman fan, so I was actually curious to see if like this new movie would like win me over. But then you fucking decided that we should watch this fucking movie instead.
Yeah.
So what fucking movie did you recommend?
It is the 2025 remake of War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube, who's a government hacker. So first of all, that sentence is already crazy. First of all, War of the Worlds, very iconic scientific piece of art, from the book to the radio play to the two movies from the 50s and the 2000s. And this is the approach you're going for. And not only that, this is filmed during the pandemic, and they waited 5 years to fucking release this shit. And I don't know why they thought of releasing it was a good idea, because this movie, man, I heard it was bad. It was like I heard it's got 0%. Like at least some movies have like 20 or like 18 or 15 have a straight zero. Nobody likes this movie. Nobody likes this movie, which I was like, okay, I have to. A 0% for me is like a fucking like 100% or like an 85. Like I need to see what's going on. What is this that has been created? I haven't seen something this bad. I haven't seen something this bad since like this is like some 2000s type shit. Like just like really bad 2000s movie.
I remember I asked you like prior to me watching it. I had asked you like on a scale of Amelia Perez to like dog shit to Sinners, which is like a fucking fantastic
masterpiece.
I was like, how bad is it? And you literally told me that it was closer to Amelia Perez. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, you were actually very fucking accurate. And you know why?
Yes.
And you know why?
Why?
Because like 30 minutes into this movie, I fucking dozed off.
It's and not only that, because it's about Ice Cube being a hacker, and he's spying on everybody, but also like Ice Cube himself at playing this character. Bruh, he did not.
Just sounds like Ice Cube.
He did not give a fuck. Like when something very tragic happened, he was like, "Yo, damn, that shit happened."
You know what it sounds like? It literally sounds like he was doing like inputs for like random side characters, like in GTA. Like when you bump into them, like yo,
like little slow. Oh my god! Like you could tell he was like just in a room, not giving like an actual fuck when he has the coffee and he's shaking it out. Bro, he's like really terrible. But like also like I felt like everybody involved in this movie was like, we just need to make some money and get the fuck out. Like director, writers, actors. I was like, we just need some money.
I'm surprised this shit got greenlit, dude.
We just need some money and shit and like. You know,
I think one of my favorite scenes though was when like the attack is first happening.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where like it's that reporter and she just gets fucking blasted away.
Yeah. No, and then it was like, I also hate the editing. I think the editing fucking sucks because it kind of like zooms when like sometimes characters speak one word at a time and it just feels very unnatural. And also all this is from the viewpoint of like Ice Cube's computer screen.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So you literally combined one of my like a bad movie with one of like my least favorite types of horror movies, or like not horror movies but movies in general.
Yeah,
I've never been a fan of those types of movies, like the ones that like they mainly take place over like a computer screen.
Yeah,
I've never been a fan of those movies.
Yeah, and like I've heard there's some like good ones. I heard the Searching movies are like solid and stuff, but like they just seem unappealing to me. And this is like one of the worst examples you could ever do, especially just remaking fucking War. The beginning, he's like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking awful dad," and like the fucking and then he's like, my daughter," and the daughter's boyfriend is a fucking Amazon driver. I'm just like, by the way, this movie is streaming and produced by Amazon itself. So a lot of the advertisements here are, not accidental, like the Tesla scene.
When he's fucking running, like when the fucking guys running, the Amazon workers running, like after the attacks happening, that shit cracked me up for some reason.
Like, and also it's just like, a main plot point involves like the Amazon Air, which like don't worry, we've been testing it and it's gonna be released soon after, and then like the whole plot point involves that shit.
Also, let's talk about how fucking unprofessional, like he's doing all this like secret spy work right on his computer. Meanwhile, he's like fucking FaceTiming with his daughter. I'm pretty sure you can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's like none of this is realistic at all, and I don't think anybody gave a fuck if it did or not. I think that there's a scene where like he's on the phone with his son and like it crashes and then it zooms in on his derpy ass face and I was like, that's one of the most unintentionally funny things I've ever fucking seen in my life. And the points of drama, like when it's and it's unironic too, like it's trying to be like, dramatic as fuck and make you feel things and cry. So like when it tries to do that, it's actually the funniest. I think one of my favorites is when he's running down like the data control room in the FBI building because he has to connect the thing, and then he gets like tackled by like the by the way, the aliens here like robot cyber human
CGI, by the way.
It was very bad looking movie. And then I like how some shots it's just like people being normal and shit, and then it's like destruction in the other shot. And then no, it's like, and then it's like half cyborg, half like alien and stuff, and like it grabs the ice cube, and Ice Cube's like, no, get the fuck away from me, bitch, and then like it fucking like really that big ass arm couldn't take on fucking Ice Cube and shit. What, like, are you fucking
listen, man, if The Rock can fucking punch away a rocket.
Oh yeah, when he pushes the in Fast 8, that is one of the. But that movie's entertaining while being stupid. This is not. This is just all the way like it treats you like a fucking dumb idiot, and like it's kind of insane, like how this even got produced, how this got greenlit, how these actors agreed. That paycheck must have been fucking fat.
I fucking hate everywhere. You for making me watch this movie.
No, this shit is terrible. But like it's getting. I was like, we had to see it. I'm like, this is fucking awful.
Is easily like, and when I say easily, I mean easily the worst movie I've seen this year.
Yes, like I don't think anything's gonna beat it. People can
think because prior to this, it was that fucking movie which I still hate, Novocaine. But
this is worse than Novocaine.
Yeah, because here's the thing. At least with Novocaine, it had like a somewhat interesting premise, like a guy that can't get hurt, right?
Yeah.
Or no, just a guy that can't feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I was genuinely interested in that. It was just a really shitty execution.
Uh-huh.
But with this, like, I'm not fucking interested in watching Ice Cube be a fucking hacker.
Yeah, what about him and the struggles of fatherhood?
Shut up.
And
like when he fucking like at the end like I wrote you this letter. Like, be good.
He's like, I know being a father is hard, and then like it turns out he lives and like he's hacking the president, and I like he was like, sir, he was like, we need to initiate this plan. The president's like, all right, we can initiate. Like everything happens in like 5 minutes and like or less and shit. Like the most. Yeah, no, everything is so formulated.
Also, you're like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure they don't have that much access to all those things. Like, when he's, like, showing all the different fucking cameras, and you're like, bro, they're like...
He's a government hacker. He knows how to hack all the computers and cameras and machines and devices in the world.
They're not going to be able to see inside of a fucking subway bathroom. Like, what the fuck?
No, this movie is fucking terrible. I'm guessing you're done. You just don't want to talk about this movie again.
I didn't even want to talk about it in the beginning. That's why
I completely. The fact you forgot too is really fucking. That's why I wanted to get to the fucking
movie wheel. You fucking bitch.
So yeah, 1 out of 10. It's fucking horrendous.
A half of 1.
Yeah, no, that's the way half of 1. Nah.
No, I fucking hated this movie.
Ice Cube's so bad, bro. He's fucking... And he can be a good actor. It's just like, what the fuck is... He did not give a fuck.
Yeah.
He really did not. But I highly recommend it. Just you guys need to see this movie. You have to see it in your eyes.
All right, so
Amazon saves the day, guys.
So maybe or maybe not.
It's also an anti-data movie that's made by Amazon, which is the company more known for accessing your data than anybody else. Okay, go on.
Okay, well, now moving on to a new idea that I wanted to move on earlier, but you fucking cut me off to talk about this stupid ass movie.
No, but we had to talk about it.
So I'm like, you know what I'm reminded of now? I'm like you in the last episode with the fucking Drake track.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to talk about it. This is me with this fucking movie.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck you. That's payback, bitch.
But then, so anyways, we're gonna be introducing a new idea. So you guys obviously know we have the album of the month wheel.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to introduce something similar, but this is gonna be the movie of the month wheel, which is gonna be we're just gonna put random movies on here.
Yeah.
That maybe we've seen already, maybe we haven't.
But we want to review them.
Yeah, like we just kind of want to review them just for our like initial reactions to them.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. I originally started off by putting some choices on there that I thought would be fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you for some reason felt the need to fucking top me
Uh-huh.
and just put
You
on some...
you set the tone. You set the tone, and I followed. So, do you want to name the movies, or do you want to keep them a secret?
No, I think. Hold on, let me see.
Because I know this wheel's gonna be crazy. Because you have like certain movies, I'm just like, oh no, what the fuck?
All right.
I like how you have multiple wheels on that fucking thing.
It's not, well, the only ones that I use are the first two. The other ones are just random. Right. So, here are the movies that we have on the wheel. First off, we have a movie called Poultrygeist, which you guys have heard us mention on the podcast.
But we have reviewed.
Yeah.
And that's a Raul choice. Even though I showed him the movie, that's a Raul choice for this one.
Mainly because I have to rewatch it, because I haven't seen that movie since you showed it to me.
It was like a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, too.
And then, second choice, I have Malibu's Most Wanted. Which I've seen like a bits and pieces of it.
But you actually haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the whole thing. Like
Drake's biography.
All right, and then for the horror category, I have a movie called Devil, which is an
it's about it's an M Night written and produced movie. I know of. It's a very stupid fucking movie. I think, but like it's like nostalgic to you, right? Or no?
No, because this is a movie where I think like I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I don't think I've ever fully watched it. So because I've heard it's pretty bad too. So that's why. That's why I wanted to put it on here.
If I have to rewatch Devil, okay.
Right.
But those are his choices.
Yeah, and now your fucking choices. So for your fucking choice, the first one is Ice Cream Man, which is another movie that you fucking showed me a few years ago.
That was very funny.
Then we have a movie that I really fucking hope we don't get. Faithful Findings. I really don't want to watch that.
Please, come on, man. It's just.
Then finally, we have the original Carrie movie.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's put that one in for sure. You know, just like a random thing. I have to have two movies that are bad and one movie that's good. Right. I have to have that.
Yeah, so I'm genuinely really fucking hoping we're gonna get Faithful Findings.
Are we gonna do it this month or next month? That's a good question. Oh, should we just do it?
I think this month, because I mean it's already the beginning of the month.
Yeah, all right. For sure.
Alright, so fuck, I really hope we don't get Faithful Findings.
Alright, he's gonna spin it right now. I'm not gonna look.
You mother Why? Just why? I asked for one thing. I asked for one fucking thing. Just not this one. And you fucking give me this one. Let's do it next month.
Name the movie, Raul. Name the movie.
Next month, we're going to be reviewing...
No, we're doing it this month, you said, right? It's the beginning of the month.
I fucking hate you so much.
We'll do it on the last episode of the month.
We're going to be reviewing the movie Faithful Findings.
Yay! Oh my god.
I fucking hate... Did you, like, put some voodoo curse or something?
No, do you think I do voodoo? I'm fucking scared of that shit. You know, I would accidentally put a curse on me.
Fuck, man, why? Why? I fucking hate that you put it you made that an option.
It's because you fucking put Poultrygeist and fucking Devil.
That's the one fucking movie I didn't want, and that's the movie we got.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Oh my god, stay tuned. Might not be next episode, but it might be the episode after that. So stay fucking tuned. We're gonna be reviewing.
Later on this month, we also do have the Clips concert.
Yes, we do. So very, very, very busy month for us, and I guess we should. Oh
yeah,
well, music.
Make sure you stay tuned for that, and to wrap it up, we're gonna get into the music recommendation.
Yeah, let's see.
I fucking hate you, man.
Oh my god, that's so funny. What would I want to recommend? You know what? I'm gonna recommend. That's what I want to recommend, actually. 2 albums. I don't know if you know this or not, but Nas and Mass Appeal are doing like a 7-album run of like old school rappers dropping albums within the next few months. Like, and it's gonna be 7 albums. 2 of them just came out, and 2 of them I'm gonna recommend. The first one was Slick Rick Victory, the new album by rap veteran, rap icon, rap goat Slick Rick. And it's a pretty fucking solid, quick, under 30-minute album. That would actually highly recommend. Even if you haven't got into his body of work, which is pretty incredible, and he's a hip hop pioneer. He inspired like the best, from Snoop Dogg, Eminem, like all those the early goats. He was one of them. And then the next album is Raekwon's "The Emperor's New Clothes," a new album by Raekwon,
Oh yeah,
and which is a really solid piece of work.
I've been meaning to check that one out.
It's been 40 minutes, and it's got some amazing features from Griselda, Ghostface, Inspector Deck, Method Man. Like, yeah, no, and it's a return to form for Raekwon, because his last few projects have not, he's always got Only Built for Cuban Links. He's always gonna have that, because that is a very iconic and influential album of the, in a year, just that year alone of influential albums. But here, I think he just returns to form so beautifully. And the next album Mass Appeal and Nas are gonna drop is Ghostface Killer's Supreme Clientele 2. So that's gonna be exciting, because Ghostface is one of the most consistent and probably underrated MCs to ever exist. Like, everybody is inspired by Ghostface. Everybody, even when you don't know it, you're inspired by it. So yeah, highly recommend those two albums though, and shout out to all of them for dropping beautiful hip hop even after like 30-40 years in the game.
Yeah, so my recommended is actually going to be a single, and it's actually going to be a rock single. And I can't remember like where I heard this song for the first time, but I honestly think it's pretty dope track. And it's a 2003 album. It's a single off of 2003 album titled "So Long Astoria," I think, and it's by a group named the Ataris. And the single off the album is called the Boys of Summer. Super dope, like, rock track. It definitely like takes me back to those like early 2000s like rock vibes, like how rock music sounded back then. So super dope track. So again, that's the Boys of Summer by the Ataris, from their 2003 album, So Long Astoria. But yeah, that's gonna be my recommendation.
And that'll be it for this episode. And oh my god, I can't imagine you editing this shit. That's gonna be fucking crazy.
It'll take one more of these to edit.
All right, like, comment, and describe. I can't believe I started off like that.
Up, like,
I hope that set the tone, because
like, that's your biggest fail.
Yeah.
Like, not your biggest, but your quickest fail.
Yeah. Oh, what, like the fastest we ever fucked up? Last episode. I'm putting us together, man. We're like two peas in a pod.
So anyways, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you all in the next episode.
Peace.